Hello friends, in today's video lecture we will study unit number 4, that is FM receivers, or you may also call it as FM reception. So what are the points which we are going to see in this unit are nothing but introduction to receivers, functions of receivers, classification of receivers, and block diagram of FM receiver. This is the most important part which we are going to see in today's video lecture. So coming to the first point, we will just try to define what is exactly meant by a receiver. So basically we know in any communication system there are three major elements, that is a transmitter, channel, and a receiver. So already we are knowing the functions of transmitter as well as channel. So what is receiver? Receiver is nothing but one of the electronic equipment which picks up the desired signal and rejects all unwanted signals. So what does this mean? So receiver is basically an electronic circuitry in which it tries to pick up only the required signal and eliminate all other unwanted signals. So we are saying it in this way because we know transmitters are number, like there are more number of transmitters, so they are continuously transmitting the signals, but the expected receiver, it has to select only one signal from number of signals which are being transmitted by different transmitters. So we are saying that function of transmitter is to pick the wanted signal from the number of signals and reject all other unwanted signals. So basically it can demodulate the carrier signal to get back the original modulating signal. So as it is a part of receiver, it will be going to demodulate, or it is going to reconstruct the signal into its original form. Okay, so this is the definition of receiver. So these are the some of the important functions of receivers, that is it is going to intercept the incoming modulated signal, it will select the desired signal and reject all other unwanted signals, amplify selected RF signal, detect modulated signal to get back the original modulating signal, and amplify the modulating frequency signals. So these are number of functions the receiver is going to perform. Coming to the next point, that is classification of radio receivers. So there are different applications of this receivers. Depending on those applications, receivers may be classified as AM receiver and FM receivers. So what are AM receivers? Receivers broadcast of speech or music from AM transmitter which operates on long wave, medium wave, or short wave bands is called as AM receiver, whereas FM receiver means the receiver broadcast programs from FM transmitter which operates in VHF, that is very high frequency, or UHF bands, that is ultra high frequency band. So depending on the application, you may just classify the different types of receivers. They are AM receivers and FM receivers. So the most important point is the block diagram of FM receiver. So here we will just start with the block diagram of FM receiver. So there are different elements which are there in a block diagram. So you may see here I have just listed the names of the elements, that is RF tuner section, which is this one. Okay, so accordingly in the same way I have written the different elements: IF section, IF filter, amplitude limiter, FM demodulator, de-emphasis network, audio amplifier, and a loudspeaker. So coming to the blocks, we'll just see one by one. Okay, so this is the block diagram. Here we can see, so this thing is nothing but an antenna. Okay, so here you may say this is an antenna. So what is the function of antenna? Antenna will just receive, you can see this inward arrows coming, this means it is receiving the signals. Okay, so it means it is a receiving antenna. So whatever signals were being transmitted by the transmitter are being received by this antenna. Okay, so the next block is RF tuner section. RF tuner section. So from we know receiver has input as an FM. Okay, FM, that is frequency modulated signal, and the receiver section, that is this complete section, has to produce the original signal at the output, that is this part. So what I mean to say is, whatever is the incoming signal, that is FM signal, that is frequency modulated signals. And we know what is frequency modulated signal. It is nothing but the process in which frequency of the carrier is varied in accordance with instantaneous amplitude of the modulating signal, whereas keeping the amplitude and phase constant. Okay, so here only frequency will be varied, and whatever we get here as an output will be the original modulating signal. Okay, so here there are some important constraints which we have to keep in mind, that is selectivity and sensitivity. So what do we mean by selectivity? Selectivity is nothing but ability to select a particular signal and reject all other unwanted signal. Now, as I already told you in the introduction, that this receiver may have many number of signals. Why? Because there are different transmitters who are transmitting the signals, but it is the ability of this receiver section to select only the required signal and reject all other unwanted signal. This parameter is called as selectivity. This is the most important parameter which we should always keep in mind. Okay, so basically, if I just try to define selectivity, it is nothing but ability to select a particular signal and reject all other unwanted signals. And the next parameter is sensitivity. So what is sensitivity? Sensitivity is nothing but capacity of detecting the RF signals, and it is nothing but a process of demodulation. Okay, so at lowest possible power levels, basically radio receivers have drawback. Okay, so it is related to power. So selectivity and sensitivity are used to overcome this drawbacks. So we will start with the first section, that is RF tuner section. So we know basically FM signal is received by the receiving antenna and is passed through this tuner circuit. Okay, it internally consists of a transformer. Okay, or you may say that it is nothing but a LC tuning circuit, so also called as resonant or a tank circuit. So its function is to select the desired signal frequency desired by this FM receiver. So whatever is the required frequency for this FM receiver, only that frequency will be selected and other frequencies will be eliminated. Okay, so also it provides the frequency of local oscillator and RF filter. These are important things. Okay, so this selected signal or selected frequency is given to the next block called as IF converter, or you may say it as RF mixer. Okay, so RF or IF converter, it acts as a mixer. It has a local oscillator which produces constant frequency. Okay, so mixing process is done here, having a receiver signal as one of the input and local oscillators frequency as one of the input. Okay, so it is going to form two different frequencies, that is, it will form addition and subtraction of the frequencies. So incoming signal and the local oscillators frequency, so two frequencies, you may consider them as F1 and F2. So here at the output we will get two frequencies. Okay, that is F1 plus F2 and F1 minus F2. These frequencies are called as intermediate frequencies. Okay, so production of intermediate frequency helps in the demodulation of any station signal having any carrier frequency. Hence all the frequencies are translated to a fixed all the frequencies are transmitted to a fixed carrier frequency for adequate selectivity. So already we have seen what is selectivity and sensitivity. Next block here is a IF filter. We can see this block. It has a band pass filter. So we know what is band pass filter. It will pass only a particular band or a desired band of frequency and eliminate all other unwanted components. So only the intermediate frequencies are passed, and we know what are the intermediate frequency, that is F1 plus F2 and F1 minus F2. So the output of IF filter is given to the next block called as amplitude limiter. So what is the function of this amplitude limiter? We know in FM frequency of signal is varied, whereas amplitude and phase are remaining constant. So we know that in a channel, that is, we have a transmitter, receiver, and in between a transmitter and receiver we have a channel. Okay, and in channel we know that noise is added. Noise always gets added into the amplitudes. So even if in FM the noise gets added, at that time it will be changing the amplitudes of the signal. But here we don't have our information stored in the variations of amplitude. Why? Because we have stored our information in the variations of frequency. Okay, so the function of this amplitude limiter is basically to maintain its amplitude by removing the unwanted peaks. Okay, removing the unwanted peaks. So the output of amplitude limiter is fed to the next block called as FM demodulator. Similar to the process of modulation, we have the process of demodulation. So it is just a reverse process of modulation. So here we are just trying to reconstruct our original signal from the FM signal. Okay, so that process is done here by the FM demodulator, and the output of FM demodulator is fed back to the next block called as de-emphasis network. Basically de-emphasis network is a low pass filter. Okay, so it does reverse action of pre-emphasis circuit. We know pre-emphasis circuit is used as a modulator part. Okay, and the reverse process is done here by the de-emphasis network. So it basically acts as a low pass filter, and pre-emphasis circuit it acts as a high pass filter. Output of this low pass filter or de-emphasis network is given to the next block called as audio amplifier. So it increases the power level and we get the original signal. That is, it is a power amplifier which will amplify detected audio signal. This processed signal is nothing but strengthened to give an effect. Okay, and so this amplified signal is fed to the next block called as loudspeaker. So this, at the output of this loudspeaker we will be getting our original modulating signal, whereas here the input was the FM signal and at the output we are getting the FM signal, that is nothing but a sorry, not FM signal, the original modulating signal. Okay, so in this way the conversion takes place. So these were the important elements which I explained through this block diagram. Okay, so thank you.